Welcome to Vision MBA. Now, because of coronavirus pandemic, many students are opting to go for jobs, part-time jobs or full-time jobs, but then they are putting the idea of doing MBA on hold, especially people who just got graduation. Now, the question is whether you should be an experienced candidate or a fresher to be considered for that juicy opportunity to learn MBA or business from a great base school. Welcome guys again to the channel of Vision MBA. In this video, we are going to talk about whether you should be an experienced person or a fresher to be considered for the MBA admission. So let's get started. So guys, the question is, should you be going for a job, exposure, or straight away go for the admission into the MBA, or you try to get a great score so that you get select? Now guys, I'll give you the answer. But then first of all, I want to tell you that yes, if you are experienced, it gives you an edge in terms of being wise, in terms of being knowing about how the world is. At the time of interview, when there are so many questions asked about the corporate hierarchy, how the operations work, of course, being a fresher, you can get that experience or that knowledge by talks, by listening to someone, but then experiencing it firsthand by being in that situation is different. But at the same time, it is not a compulsion. It is not a compulsion that you should be definitely a person who has experience. Now, I tell you this thing in numbers, guys. In any college, if let's say 100 seats are there, 33 seats are going to be given to the people or to the candidates. They do not have any work experience. They are freshers, 0 month or 0% experience. 33% seats are going to be given to those candidates who got some exposure, and so on and so forth. Because in every B school, they want a mixture of candidates. They want people who got experience, they want people who are fresher, they want people who got a little more experience, and they also want people who just got the exposure. So guys, yes, but then if you are already a graduate, you are just simply preparing for the entrance examination, you can utilize that time by getting yourself enrolled in an NGO. You can get yourself enrolled in an internship. Do not work for money, work for wisdom, work for knowledge, working at a firm, not for just money, but to understand how things work. Yes, I know it sounds pretty bad that you are working for someone without being paid, and especially when they know that you are a fresher and you want to learn something, you are an intern, they are going to get more work done from you. But then guys, trust me, you're going to thank yourself later. Of course, you are going to get some amount, but then amount is not what you look at. What you look at is the exposure, the experience. Try to learn as much as you can. Observe the situation. Be a sponge. Try to get as much you can in your head so that you know how to work in an organization. So you know how to work in a situation where deadlines are there. It doesn't matter whether you are working in a great organization or maybe a small company. What matters is this: what kind of exposure you got, how many responsibilities you tackled, how many things you have done. So guys, I strongly recommend, even if you are a fresher, whenever you are working or whenever you are preparing for the entrance examination, try to get yourself enrolled in something or the other. Hustle guys, work hard. That's how you can compete with those people who are experienced. You are not going to be in a corner where you know nothing about the corporate world, the exposure, the experience. You are going to be in a situation where you can talk about how the operations are, what you have done. If not much, if not the way an experienced candidate is, but at least you are going to speak something. at the same time, it is not a compulsion to do all these things, but yes, if you do all these things, it add brownie points to your resume, may it add brownie points to your wisdom at the time of interview. These are going to be talking points, these are going to be points of discussion. They're going to ask you what you did, how you found the place, who was the person you reported to, and stuff like that. So make sure that you get the exposure of working somewhere a little bit, be an intern or join an NGO, join something, so that not only it helps you to get the pointers in the resume but also the exposure. Yes, if you are an experienced candidate, it helps, but if you are not, it's absolutely fine. I have not seen, but actually there are going to be 33% people in any college who are completely fresh. They are just a graduate from any college. They appeared in the entrance examination, they got the score, and that's how they got the admission. So guys, do not worry if you are not experienced or if you do not have exposure, but yes, at the same time, if you can get that, it is going to be helpful. I hope this video gave you some insight about whether you should be getting the experience or not, because right now many students are not planning to go for MBA or whatever for whatsoever reason. But then guys, this is the time when you should actually do MBA even more. Why? Because now the competition is going to be more, the opportunities are going to be less. So when the opportunities are less, it makes absolute sense to be smarter than the lot. So best of luck and do good.